What's going on, everybody? It's my Paul Bear. Thank you all so much for checking out another video. And what I got for you today is the jump spots and sightlines for Zarqwa Hydroelectricity. Now, before I get into this, without the risk of getting moaned out of my comment section for not doing this quick enough, thank you for the support on the series. This is the final jump spots and sightlines until, I think it's Shipment is the next map to come out halfway through Season 1. The playlist is for all of the other maps is on the front page of my channel, and if you want to go catch up and watch them all there, that's where they are. So, Zarqwa Hydroelectricity, this is the second time I've done this, because the first time my rendering went to shit. That's fun, isn't it? So yes, let's get straight on into it. Now, I'm glad I've spawned A side, actually, because I actually spawned the other side and ran over here. But hey, because A, this is the worst part, and all the good sightlines are on the other side. But A is a bit of a bugger. So taking A itself is fine. I mean, usually these doors get opened here pretty quickly, because it's quite well protected, you're quite well covered. But it's getting out of A that's the problem. Because when you come to A, you're going to be stuck with this arch area here on the back end of what I class as a church. And this is a very dangerous spot. So what I suggest for this, as much as I have tried to get onto these walls and hopping onto here and then seeing if I can peek over that way. Nope, can't do that. Jump on this wall. Can I peek over it this way? Not successfully, no. And so there isn't really... If you come out of here, the only way you can kind of go about it is going down here and crouching head on, which is what we actively try to avoid, or you've got to pull off some real freaking Illuminati nonsense, and then go under the water, around the side, pop up here, shooty, get away with it, get the kill. Because, thing is, what makes this spot so dangerous, because it just literally comes out of this little side market area here, where a lot of fighting goes down. And this spot is great, because you can literally approach it from, not only can you approach it from this angle here, and just go in this window, they're going to start popping up there, and they're going to start popping up in that area there. But, I've already kind of given away a spoiler, you can also hop up here, and just pop over the edge. They're going to start coming from there. They're going to start coming from there. That gives you a great line of sight, and they said a late grind of sight then. And you can even come further back. That God Ray's overpowered, and you could just tuck yourself in even further to when they are going to start popping out. And if you are approaching A from this side, this is the way to approach A. Get on here. You are exposed to what goes on behind you at the rear, but people aren't looking up here for you, dudes. You will just catch people out all of the time. So, how do we get out of A then? Well, the best way for me to go out of A is to come back through here and start heading up the other side. Now, bear in mind the best jump spots on the sightlines are on the other side. Unfortunately, all these jagged rocks here offer literally nothing, which is a shame, really. But, hey, we move on. Right, let's see how you can counter that spot over where the arch is. Now, if you come to here, bear in mind you are leaving yourself exposed to this whole middle area of the map here, which is a high traffic area. Now, is it... No, that's fine. You can either go here and shoot through, or you can start bringing it back down here, and that is going to offer you a line of sight to that door if they make themselves a presentable target. That is really the only way of countering this spot here, is to go right back here and deal with it from either this way here, or if we climb on these rocks. But again, you haven't got a great line of sight, and you also have no cover. You are literally out in the open. Let's come to the middle part of the map here. This is a nice spot, though, because people just don't expect you here. It's all about the milliseconds. If you come to this middle part of the map here, this literally, from this side, offers less than nothing. It's absolutely hopeless. You can't even, jump onto something and peer through and, just about see the top of stuff. So, whilst this is going to offer you good cover, if you want to call in a kill streak, something like that, or you can hear somebody coming past and you just want to duck down and wait for them, if you're approaching it from this way, honestly, it offers very little in the way of, well, anything. My favourite way of going about it is, I don't like this side here. This whole open side of the map is just a place that I just do not go. That's like the Badlands. I just ignore that bit. I pretend it doesn't exist. Now, how I approach this is I always come here like that. Unfortunately, you've got to take this door head on. But if you hop through here, or better yet, actually, instead of going through the door, come around and go through the window. But I like to hop up here, and this is how I generally am going to start scouting out the middle part of the map. Major focal point is that doorway right there. A lot of traffic comes through that area. Another major sniper point is up here as well on this top balcony. and down the back down there is a major cut-through route for people to start pushing through. That also does, whilst you're up here, you do present yourself as quite a large target though, because out here you're effectively out in the middle of the open. So to eliminate that, I generally just like to get down behind these jagged rocks here. You'll be amazed how much it works. I know how stupid it sounds, but you'll be amazed how much that actually works. Or if I'm coming at it from this side, I generally just like to offer this up as a bit of protection, as a bit of cover. Generally, the element of surprise is going to catch 1 or 2 people out. Now, from here, if you get your jump right, you can hop onto here and get down again, and that is also going to offer you another line of sight into there. Heed my warning with this one, because you can fall through and you'll make yourself look like a bit of a dafty. Also, as well, these pillars, they're underrated. I'm just putting it out there. They're great. Now, whilst you can climb on these walls and whatnot, they don't really offer you much in the way of protection. You can hop on here and play the How Long Can I Survive game. I'm going to show you it's not going to be particularly long. And it's incredibly frustrating that that is a graphic wall. So there's no point trying to just randomly dry hump yourself up to that middle part of the map there. So this area here, whilst getting down here and trying to get people coming through the side market is always a good, fun way of killing people. It does leave you open to the elements. As far as swimming goes, I don't really class that as a jump or a spot, so I generally just ignore it. And let's get to the market area, what I class as the market area. So you've got the main canopied area here with all of your tools, and it's like a gift shop, isn't it? And you can hop up here and you can just about peek into that window. It's okay, it's not amazing though. Generally, if I'm coming through here, yes, I like to always peek that spot, and I like to generally just push my way around and just usually just serpentine in throughout it. Also, if somebody is pushing you quite hard, use this cover. This cover's great. Nobody expects you to be using this cover, and it offers a lot in the way of campers up there, people in that window here, or generally a lot of people like to coming through and using this door. Now, on this part, if you didn't know that you can mantle that and climb up that and lean over it, congratulations. Now you do. What does this offer? Honestly, nothing. It's just, again, it's just a fun way of getting a kill. But this one here can serve its purpose. Now, generally when people come up to this part, they just jump up here like this. And yeah, that's great, but you know me, I like to be a little bit more awkward than everybody else. I like to hop into these barrels here and hoppity hoppity, hi friend, and then just pull myself up and go in. Now, from this side though, this side, I've got a dirty spot for you. Because obviously we all know this is a high traffic area coming out of this warehouse, the control room warehouse here, and they generally push through like little rats. And they're going to start coming up to these stairs in here from the control room. And generally, let me just see if this, let me just picture this for a minute, and does this look familiar to you? If you've been playing this game, how many times have you gone? I bet you've done that a few times, haven't you? Do you want a good spot for that? And I can assure you, it's a dirty boy. Oh, yes it is. Hop onto this barrel here. Now, you have to be quite precise. And just nudge, 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 nudge. And drop. And boom. Oh, how dirty is that? How dirty. Before they've even touched the stairs. Just bye. Gonzies. You can push a luck for a certain point, but then eventually you will drop off. But dude, like, you look at it from this perspective. You would have to catch somebody out like that. The rear mat, look, the mat is where your view starts. You can see the whole mat. And they can't even, unless they come at it like that, which is very unlikely, you are just going to win that gunfight 100% of the time. That is my pride and joy. That's my dirty little bitch. Abuse it, please. Now you know about it. That is your reward. Abuse that spot, because it's a nasty, nasty bitch, that is. Also, if you're dropping through this side here, instead of coming like this and dropping down there and getting yourself in all kinds of trouble, hug this wall, drop down. Also, these pipes. I'll just show you one about these pipes, because it saves me kind of coming back over it. It does work both ways as well. So you've pushed through this middle area part of the map here, and instead of hopping through the window like a boss, or hopping up onto the balcony there, you know, standard, you want to come around this side. Now, generally what people do is hop, hop, and from there you can hop on there if you want to, and then hop onto there. Yeah, that's a good way, but there is a lot of elements that could go wrong with that, and I've just shown you the perfect way of getting about it. Duck the aircon unit and just hold yourself towards the wall. That's all you got to do. Hold towards the wall and then drop. Just keep holding yourself towards the wall and walk. boom, you're going to catch people out. It's a good spot. It's a good way of getting into this area here without people hearing you either go, you know, or you say, yeah, you're just swimming around, splashing around, or hopping around on top of these pipes, making loads of noise. You know, like, it's so easy to tell where people are going to be. That is just more stealthy, and especially with the loud-ass footsteps in this game, that is going to help you out a lot. From the other side, if you found yourself in this room here and you want to push to that higher elevation up there, best way of doing that, come up to this pipe here, hop on the handle, hoppity-hoppity, boom, you're up. What I generally like to run from this side, because C is the better side to be doing this from. I'm going to show you a jump spot over there in a minute, because we are kind of getting to the end of it. If you didn't know as well, there isn't these pipes that you can climb on. That's me having a brain fart again. My strat for this room, because you can come through the utility building here, and you can come through it like this, but again, you're going to make a load of noise. If I'm spawning on this side and I know I'm getting pushed for the C area here, or I know I'm going to have a fight over on the C flag, generally what I like to do is come all the way around the back. Now, you've got to be quick. Sprinty, jumpy, boom, you're round. And from here, just hoppity, you're on there. Dead simple. If you want to use these pipes as something to jump on, hide behind, just use your way to navigate it, you know, trying to get shots on people and get cover. Whilst it's not amazing, you will catch people out. And generally when you're capping a flag and people come rooking around the corner, they're generally looking straight for that flag. They're not expecting to see somebody on top of a pipe up here capping a flag. It's a nice spot which will yield you success. That I can guarantee. Also here on the silos, don't swim, hop. I know that's dead simple, but, you know, somebody's just gone, oh, I didn't know you could do that. So also, speaking of things that you can do, when you come through the generator building, now you can either go at it like this, but I always find that's boring. So, generally what I like to do, come into here, hop on the generator, pull yourself up, boom. That's just a quicker way of navigating that part of the map. And from this side as well, I hate it when people just come around the corner like this on this map. It's just dumb. Like, you can climb on literally all these rocks here, and you can offer yourself some great elevations and great lines of sight. Just whilst, you know, just test it out yourself in-game. If people are pushing that right-hand lane for you, then if you just come down here, lie down, boom, have yourself a good time, and they're going to be sitting ducks. They ain't going to know that you're there. It's honestly, it's a tidy spot. Now, another jump spot that you can do is onto these, well, I'd say like this metal canopy here. Now, to do it standing is pretty finicky. You kind of have to go towards it, and then you will get a prompt. Sometimes it will be there, sometimes it won't. You can pull yourself up, have a look, and hop over. If you want one which isn't going to be as finicky, but it's a little bit longer to pull off, come all the way to the back here, onto this rock, and sprinty, jumpy, job done. You're up, you're on, you're ready to kick some ass. And for Zarqwa Hydroelectricity, that is all that I have got. That is all of them. So, yeah, I appreciate the support I've had on this series. I genuinely do. I'm going to miss doing these. I know this one's taken a bit of a while to come out, but it's mainly because I've done it once, and my rendering went to all hell, and it's just kind of taken me this long to just kind of get back around and do it again. So, whilst also as well, you can jump on this scaffolding here, as whatever you say. I hate this side of the map, I'll be real with you. I hate it. This is a mean spot, though, for anybody pushing out in between that don't know about our little jump up here. For those who don't know about this spot. Yeah, if you want to catch them out, just go hide behind that pillar. Honestly, you'll be golden. And yeah, like I say, when you come at it through there, they're just looking down there. They ain't looking at you, dude. So, yes, no, I appreciate the support I've had on this series since Modern Warfare 2's come out. I genuinely do. It's been fun, and we will carry it on when we start to get new maps. So, thank you very, very much. I've thoroughly enjoyed doing this.